his house, so let's make a start. And your quest to locate and track down these torques that'll bring back the Arcane Tower. You have one that you got for the Queen. According to the clues left at the tower, there was one in Harveston, but when you got there, there wasn't one in Harveston. Remember, when you wear the torque, it kind of gives you a little ping when there's another torque within one hex of it. And as you moved over to the Cairns of Bones, it's still not pinging, but you knew that the Red Cloak who had it, Harren Blackbone, had a very much an interest in the Dark Stars and the Dark Angels and the terrible rain that they ruined on this land many, many hundreds of years ago. So I think the thinking was to check out areas that have a lot of history with the Dark Star, which brings us to the Cairns of Bones. Like, all of you are over here, and you're literally standing on a mass grave with piles of bones. Underneath it feels very uneven, and you know why it's uneven, because of the crazy amount of bones there. But you did find a couple of these spirit Naga ladies who toyed with you for a while and moved into the mists. And I think we ended with them asking, so what questions did you have of us? Keep in mind, for answers there is always, always, always a price to pay.
Does the song count as a price?
It's on the song, of course. Why don't you play us a little tune, little Harangon? We're so bereft of tunes here, so bereft of music. Play us a little ditty.
I started at the end of the last session and it was a 23.
Oh. Okay, great. Here, describe the type of song that you play.
Just like a bagpipes, like a bagpipe,
right.
for the dead.
Oh, yes, I remember that now. I was playing the other day with a new player, and someone said, "Oh, your character should sing." And she said, "No, I'm not going to sing. No, what are you talking about? I'm not a singer." She thought she actually had to sing. So.
Oh no. I'm not the voice.
All right. That was nice. Little rabbit. Oh, I'm sorry, little Harangon. Do you have a question for us?
Yes, we're looking for this person. We're wondering if you may have seen them pass through recently.
Which person might that be?
I will, well, let's describe it. It was Honorable Blackbone, correct? Is the person?
Harren Blackbone, I think.
Or Heron Blackbone, yes. Yeah, I'll describe what we know about them.
Oh, the Red Cloak, I believe. Why do you seek the Red Cloak, little one?
For information.
Oh, you know that's not going to be useful enough, right? We need to know why you're seeking him out. Maybe it's for murder. Maybe it's for mistress. Maybe we prefer him alive. So why do you seek Harren Blackbone out, little one?
You might be able to help us save our city.
I feel you're somewhat bearing the lead there. Save the city how?
Well, you might have some information on whereabouts of certain items that we might need in order to further our goal.
I'm going to have to press you on this one, little one. What certain items might that be?
Well, kind of. Let's say jewelry.
Jewelry? You're far away from the best place for jewelry. Oathbreaker is a place for jewelry. I hear they have much treasures there. Is it a special piece of jewelry?
Oh, one of a series.
You know what my question is? What series? Actually, Hal, make me a deception check, because you're obviously keeping back that you're looking for the torque by avoiding dancing around the question. So let's see. Oh, that's the way to start a session.
Natural 20!
Oh, jewelry, so treasure hunters. I can respect that. We will tell you what we know of Heron Blackbone and her. I keep on calling her him, but it's a her. Heron's a her. But not stop misgendering her. We know where she went after she came to see us. Because she did come to see us, asking for questions. And while we liked your song, we want a little extra before we reveal this information. The song was truly delightful, but we want something different.
Like?
Oh, we're open. I see a man more tree than person. I see a dragonborn. I see an ogre and was it a master of the arcane arts, perhaps? Give me something. Oh. Give us something.
My nephew is not an ogre.
I didn't know we have ogre here. I think he looks wrong.
I'd say ogre.
Yeah.
Goliath. Goliath.
Hey. Don't confuse us.
Deem's confusing himself, I think.
That's right.
Okay.
Don't misracial my nephew.
Being misgendering Heron Blackbone and now misspeciing. I'll just say they said Goliath. That was a Malcolm mistake. Everybody knows what a Goliath is. Oh, well, if you're not forthcoming with gifts, I believe our conversation is done. And they slither away.
Oh, wait. Vixen will take off his big prayer bead necklace and set it down for them.
Interesting. What does that mean to you, Dragonborn?
It's from the Temple of the Four Winds where I trained.
Is it a special item too? Does it have sentimental value?
Yes, it kept me sane through my harsh training of solitude. Made me think of my family, all of my nieces and nephews.
Then make a deception or a persuasion check. Sounds more like persuasion, but you never know.
Yeah, definitely sounds like persuasion.
We will accept
That's good for Vixen.
That is good for Vixen. 18 on the dice. This is what we know of Heron Blackbone. She came to us seeking answers. In specific, she wanted to know two things. First, she wanted to know where a place called the Ziggurat of the New Moon was. Unfortunately, we could not help her. The second question she wanted to know is there's a certain passphrase that must be spoken at the new moon. But once again, we did not have the answers. But we do know who has the answers. So we sent her to see Cygnus, at the Lodge of Wanderlust. Seek her out there. That is the last place we knew she was. That's where we sent her.
Insight check them.
Sure.
I'll join you in that.
10.
Might want to.
Vicness, you get a good feeling from, because I didn't mention the ziggurat of the new moon, right? No one really knows about that. And if you can't remember, you discovered a map in the Tome of the Constructor written on the ceiling. It was a map of Odenbeer, like highlighting cities like Odenbeer, Gorso, and all sorts of things. But it had one thing that none of you recognized, not even the historian amongst you. This is no official records, this is no public documents, it's just gone, except for the ceiling of Ireland the Constructor. So when this spirit Naga mentions it, it kind of gives it a ring of truth. That, yeah. So, are you believed for at least, Vixen?
Seems to be telling the truth, nephew.
Works for me.
We're close to that groaning pillar, nephew's game. Shall we go investigate it?
Is there anything we should know?
What did you want to investigate?
Groaning
torturing
pillar.
place.
Yeah, I'll show it to you on the app. If you remember, the groaning pillar is where they tortured people.
It's kind of in the way, I guess. No.
Yeah, this game would be interested in looking at. He's heard about it, but never seen it.
Do we know how big this river is? The whatever is outlet?
Yes, it's kind of quite a deep, like it's 50 foot below ground level, like it's cutting through down below, and it's about 100 foot across. So unless you have some flying methods or other methods, you're going to have to go the long way and go via the overpass of the giants. It is possible.
I can fly us over.
Yeah, Vixen has sprouted wings recently.
I can also maybe polymorph into either a flying or swimming creature. We need to.
I guess then we can cut across. That probably will save a day travel. So yeah.
Yeah, we need to be a flying creature, swimming creature. It's like 50 feet below ground level. So if you jumped in, you'd be falling 50 feet before you hit the water. But flying across would just, if you have that ability, then make more sense than going the long way around the overpass of the giants.
I got 10 minutes of wings. I can be a fairy.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, we might as well just. I guess we can swing by there then, because it kind of is on the way.
Yep.
We thank you for your gifts and hope that they will be useful. Do not forget to pay your respects to the dead before you leave. And they slither away into the mist.
I take my wood carver's tools and I start crafting a set of small prayer beads to leave behind for the dead.
I'll leave a couple of gold pieces on the rock here.
Sure.
I don't know if you need this, dead people, but here I give them 2 spears that I've been carrying a whole bunch of them.
I thought you were going to pour one out for the homies, to be honest.
I'll just drink with you and for you. And he just takes bunch of sips.
For you.
Eh.
Willow, Skane, do you leave anything?
He'll go ahead and leave some gold coins as well. So I'll have him leave. We'll do 5 gold coins.
Scam will do the same.
Okay. So as you go to leave the cairns of bones, you hear the two spirit naga saying, good, good, good. They seem to be happy with your leaving things for the dead. Before you know it, you're back in Aglarion on the mainland as the rain continues to tumble down. It should be about a day's travel to the Groaning Pillar from here. Alright. Let's start with Pinky. Pinky, roll me a d20, please.
Alright.
Roll me a d100, Pinky.
D100. Roll.
d5. Okay, as you're traveling across the land, let me get to the right map. As you're traveling across the land, heading to the Groaning Pillar, you know that you're going from a mass grave that has deep roots in the history of Aglarion to a place where people were tortured. It kind of speaks to how brutal the Dark Angel's rule was. You go to sleep at night, set up your usual watches, and can I have everybody please make me a wisdom saving throw?
Oof.
I am going to use a luck on this for advantage.
I'm also going to use a luck.
No. Pinky, no. Vixen, yes. Hell no.
You know. Is that against the charm or frighten?
That's Hyoel asking that question?
Yes.
Because if so, you'd get advantage at it, but an 8 still fails, or is there something else up your sleeve? 'Cause I'm not sure.
No, I have a counter charm. Use a reaction against the charm or frighten.
Nope.
Alright.
Alright, so... Oh, yeah, counter charm definitely would work. Did you already roll, Hyoel?
Oh, was it not a charm or frighten?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, okay then. No, never mind.
So Hyoel failed, Pinky failed.
Pinky
guarded
choose.
minded.
Yeah, use the guarded mind.
I use guided mind.
Unless I
Okay.
cannot use it.
No, I think guided mind will work on this. You'll see why in a second. So Hyoel and Scheme, I think I have. Hyoel and Scheme. Okay, let me think for a sec. Actually, do this collectively. Scheme and Hyoel, voice channel 2, please.
I got.
All right. So as you're having your turn to sleep, we'll say you both, the shifts like coincide, like someone else is doing watch at this particular stage. You wake up and you see each other, Skame sees Sheol and vice versa. But you don't see Vixen, you don't see Pinky, you don't see any of the other companions. In the same place, but just your companions are gone. What do you do?
Any excuse me, any signs of them?
You could make a survival check, Hjold, and have a look around. You can do the same as well if you want, Skame. 20 and for no reason, can you both make Constitution saving throws? I just want to mess with the people who can see your rolls.
That's a good roll.
A good roll for no reason. Okay.
I rolled the disadvantage.
Yeah, another twist. Yeah, you look around for tracks, and not only do you not find Vixen, who has a very distinct footprint, you don't find even your own tracks, and it seems the only tracks you're making are new ones, as if you just magically appeared here. The only tracks you find are the ones you yourselves are leaving.
This is weird.
What the hell? Their stuff's not here.
Is there anything strange in the sky or that might give away that we're not in reality? In the distance and around.
It does have a dreamlike quality to it. You're not quite sure, like, you don't remember, like, teleporting would be the only way to describe you moving here. And you're both a little absent-minded, a little dopey. So you have a suspicion that this is just a dream scheme, but you're not sure.
Okay, is there anything nearby?
Just what you left it before. Just how you left it before.
Okay.
And there's no tracks like coming from where we came from.
So you just magically appeared there.
They're headed to the tower.
Yeah, is there anything nearby?
You've scanned it, you've looked for footprints, and nothing's really there. But then, at the last moment, you turn around, and there's the throne of Aglerion there. And sitting on the throne is your old friend.
Oh dear.
A little lost, are we?
I'd say you might be a bit lost. What's your pretty throne doing all out here?
Oh, I have my means. I just like to, shall we say, gloat over those who are on a mission that's surely doomed to fail. You seek to overthrow me. You have no idea how powerful I have become. This is a fool's errand. You will not succeed.
Well, I mean, then just let us go. If we're not going to succeed, what's...
Oh,
probably no bother to you.
I like watching people have their hopes snuffed. Come here, yo, let's have a closer look at you. Let's see the savior of Aglerion who stands, 4 feet tall? Is this some kind of sick joke?
You can't count. I'm like barely 3 feet, lady. Come on.
So tiny, so pathetic. What hope? Seriously, now, look, I'm not trying to mock you, but look at you, 3 foot tall, with this collection of fools that you travel with. Tell tell me honestly, heart to heart here, what hope do you possibly have? I have the kingdom. I have the army. I have many powerful allies. What chance does a 3-foot Aragon have? Tell me, what does your heart say?
No. I'm not gonna. What am I gonna tell you? Tell me your secrets. What are your secrets?
Oh, I have many, many secrets. You know some about me, but you don't know much about me, do you? Now, what about you, Skane? What does your heart of hearts say? Is this a doomed mission? Bunch of unlikely nobodies thrown together against the might of a kingdom. You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, but there's far more than just us.
Do go on.
Don't you worry about us. We're not alone in standing up to you.
It amuses me that both of you still think there is hope in this world. I grow bigger and more powerful by the day. And at this point, Queen Athena starts growing. Like first 6 feet, then 10 feet, then 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 feet tall. And she looms over you. Both of you make me dexterity saving throws, please. Nope.
Would a D4 matter to that?
Oh, you both rolled 9s. No, it wouldn't. So she grows into a big, powerful 100-foot Queen Athena, and her fingernails grow double their length, and they're all big claw-like. And she knocks you both off your feet and presses a fingernail into both of you, pinning you to the ground. What about now? You see my power. Do you give up yet? Tell me, is there still hope in your heart?
Queen.
Indeed. Fuck the queen.
You see if there's hope in your heart. And she digs this disgusting fingernail even more. And she pops out in both your hearts. And you're going to wake up. It is, in fact, a dream. But you're going to wake up as if you had died, i.e. -4 on anything with a D20, like saving throws, ability checks, attacks. After a long rest, that reduces to -3. After a long rest, -2, -1. And when you woke up, there's a big hole in whatever you're wearing over your chest, like there's an actual physical injury. Okay, so we'll go back and I'll let you guys explain that how you will. Okay? Okay, cool.
Those are some interesting rolls you guys got.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not even there. Yeah. Doesn't seem to be not so naturally.
And you're very quiet, even on max volume.
Okay. Now.
A bit better.
Well, go and game.
That's better.
Their clothing. Above
Gone
their heart.
again. Is he quiet for everybody else as well?
He's kind of
He's
cutting
A
it.
little
Hey,
cutting
yeah.
in and out.
Can type it in maybe. I don't know.
Dodgy hotel Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Like if people woke up and all logged on.
We'll go. He's typing.
Yeah, see that. Yeah, so both Hjol and Skame have a, like whatever armor was, leather armor for example, there's a cut right above their heart. That's scale mail. The scale mail has been pulled apart. There's a hole in their clothing right above their heart.
Are they like it happened when they're sleeping, or it's just when we're getting down, ready to sleep?
They both wake up with a start. Maybe while Skame's having issues, maybe you could take the lead, Hjol?
Yeah, we wake up with like a hole in our chest. A big wound.
What happened? Need healing?
Ow. Feel like shit though. Had a dream that the Queen was asking us what we were doing and basically told her to fuck off, and she stabbed us. We woke up like this.
I never heard of anything like that. Have any of you?
Willow will kind of shake his head. This type of magic is beyond me.
We will need to patch your armor at some point.
Like whoever was doing the watch while Hjol and Skame were asleep, nothing attacked them.
Well, Willow's always doing the watch because he doesn't sleep. As long as he's not moving, he can just be observing everything.
What you observe, Willow, is nothing. There was no physical attacks, nothing that would explain this rip in the leather armor. So yeah, it's strange.
So if since we are kind of waking up and before we break camp, I'll have Willow go ahead and approach both of them, and I'll use the mending spell to kind of like patch up their armors over their hearts.
Easy enough to do.
Thanks.
But he will look. He will look to both of them and kind of like hold out a hand and go, do you guys need something to eat or some healing? He'll kind of like look to both of them, kind of like a little bit concerned.
I think I'm all right for now. Yeah.
He'll give a small nod, but I'll go ahead and have him use a first level on good berries, and I'll have him. He'll pass out good berries to everyone just for food for the day.
Oh, we know how good berries are. So absolutely. All right.
Were we all able to get a long rest for this?
Yep. Long rest
Okay.
initiated. Yep. Good. And you press on to the groaning pillar. Notice Hjol and Skame, like pushing through the mud that has infested this land. They're just a little sluggish than they normally would be, but they're keeping up okay. All right. Just get my notes. Okay. So you approach the groaning pillar. You're about 100 feet away from it, where you get a full view on it. It's about 50 foot wide on its sides and rises to a height of 300 feet. So it's very big, very long, very skinny. And that's all you can see from this distance. If you want to get closer, let me know.
How far are we away from it currently?
100 feet.
So I'll have Willow look to you guys and go, let me observe it from afar before we march in. And with that, I'll have him just go like about 10 feet closer. That way he's still within 90 feet of, of his pet. And I'll go ahead and send Chipper in to observe the area.
Just a sec. Willow.
But when I do move in, would you mind if I did a quick stealth check just to make sure he's kind of still hidden as well?
Oh, make a stealth check for Chipper.
So that's for Willow since he's moving away from the group, and let me do Chipper.
While he's looking around, I'll ritual cast Speak with Animals as well.
Sure. So Chipper flutters away. And Willow. You should be on a different map now. Only Willow with Chipper.
Yes.
And you see the map?
Yes.
You make a perception check.
I forgot how it goes with familiars. Do I use my own perceptions since I'm using my stats, or am I using Chipper's stats?
I've heard it both ways. I think use whichever stats are better. We'll do it that way.
Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and go with my stats since it's plus one more buff. So here we go.
Okay, 13. All right. And what languages do you speak, Willow?
So he speaks Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Draconic, Druidic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Halfling, and Primordial.
Wow.
He's a gate watcher, so I had to basically study a lot of languages.
This is Abyssal that you recognize. And remember those spirit nagas you saw at the groaning pillar? There is a third one here. And you go back into your I don't know if you studied this, but things like that tend to work in threes. Like, a coven has 3 witches in it. Threes tend to be most powerful. And you hear, though it doesn't see you, are one of these creatures mumbling to itself. Like, dear, they kicked me out of the coven. I followed the god of death. I did everything I was supposed to. And they were too narrow-minded to see it. It's so annoying. They're nothing but liars and deceiters. Never mind. I have my crystal ball. I can spy on them. Yes, keep an eye on whoever I like. And she keeps on talking to herself back and forth like that. And you see this huge pillar. You see there's still some skeletons almost crucified on the side of it. There is, as you approach, you also hear faint wailing sounds that grow louder and louder. Rusty chains dangle from the side of the pillar. It's quite a depressing place.
So this Naga, whereabouts is it located? Is it on the pillar itself, or is it at the base of it?
Here.
Gotcha. Okay.
But she's kind of wandering around the base and occasionally like this. She's
Okay.
not standing still.
So as she's kind of talking to herself, obviously she has the crystal ball. Does she, if I'm waiting here for, let's say, a couple more minutes, do I like happen to notice her talking about like possibly haven't seen us if she was spying on the other Naga, since we were the ones that were just talking to him not too long ago?
She's make an insight check. We'll do it that way.
Okay. Okay.
You're not sure. But she almost knows what her sisters, her friends, her ex-Coda members are doing. And she's just keeping an eye on other things. Can you have Chipper make me a strength saving throw, please?
Oof. Okay.
Chipper gets thrown up against the pillar, takes more than one hit point of damage, and dies. Like a magnetic force drew him there.
So, upon that happening, Willow will kind of like come out of this trance, and he'll kind of like abruptly kind of like raise up a little bit, and he goes, "This place is not what it seems like." But he will tell the rest of the group. He'll go, "There is another Naga that's here, just like the ones we saw at the Cairns of Bone. It seems like this one was exiled. It's not really very fond of the other two that we had met. I did lose Chipper, though. It somehow got sucked in to this pillar."
Well, if it's disgruntled, maybe it could be a new ally. I've never had a snake nephew before. Oh ho ho!
Well, did we really feel the need to go against the other two Naga that were at least somewhat helpful with us?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they kind of gave us what we needed to know, right?
Maybe this one will give us something. We can give it to more spears to it.
If this one has that crystal ball thing, maybe you can spy on that Silas guy to see if he's in danger or not.
That's a good idea.
So Willow will kind of like look to you guys and go, "So, what's the game plan? Should we have one of us go up carefully, or should we all go up as a group?" I
mean, how close did he get before he got like pulled into the thing?
So Willow will kind of like close his kind of like eyes a little bit, and then he'll kind of like open them back up and go. From what I could imagine or picture it, I was maybe about 10 feet away.
Well, just in case, maybe we should all tie ourselves together and Pinky be the base, like in a big tug of war.
Like that. He gets a rope out.
Okay. Easy enough to tie yourselves together if that's what you wish to do.
Everybody okay with that?
Well, clarifying question here. When you say he got like pulled into, like slammed into it and died, or like pulled into it and is now elsewhere?
No, from what Willow will say is like, my familiar was slammed into the wall of the pillar, so it took damage, and my spirit is now gone.
Like
Oh.
a magnet.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have the immovable rod ready. just in case. Like I'm just gonna use this as a walking stick for the day. I'm not having a good time.
But then Malcolm, just outside of game, this Naga was talking in Abyssal, right?
That's right.
Okay, so I also have Willow say that as like this Naga was talking in Abyssal.
Well, that's
Nephew
not cool.
Pinky, come here.
I tie
Okay.
myself to Pinky.
Does it mean it's like devils or demons or something?
I think my monk teachings told me that's infernal, nephew.
Oh. I don't speak many languages.
Well, either way, it's bad.
What did the other Naga spoke? Was it some other same language or different? I can't remember. Or was it
I think the
primordial?
other ones spoke to us in common. We didn't
Yeah,
hear what their
Oh,
other tongue
that's right.
was.
Yeah, it was common with us.
Vixen perhaps needs to study a little more because Abyssal is literally the language of the abyss, literally where demons come from. Not sure how it differs from Infernal actually, but that's where the name comes from. Infernal was a subset of Abyssal, like a Abyssal first Infernal.
A
I don't know.
dialect, gotcha.
Well,
Dialect,
one's
that's what I'm looking for.
devils is infernal, demons is abyssal. I think is how it goes.
Ah, actually, that could be right. Demons, devils. Anyway.
They're all from hell.
It's all
No, they're
bad.
not.
Yeah.
Some of them are from the abyss. It's different. Anyway, let's not worry about it.
So
But-
I'll have Willow use his rope to tie himself to his drake, and I'll have him start slowly approaching the pillar, but I'll have him at least keep about 30 to 40 feet away just in case.
And the rest of you are tied up. Pinky, Hyoel, Willow, and Vixen.
Sure.
Okay. So you all approach the groaning pillar, Skame attached to the drake, and the rest of you clumped together over here. And you see this
I think it
pillar.
should be Willow.
Yeah,
Willow
it was
attached to the
Willow to the drake.
Oh, sorry. And yeah, you all see it now. This horrible thing. You see skeletons still attached to the outside of it. You see some fresher things as well. Some of them are bleached skeletons, just white, and some of them are partially decomposed people as well. But what they all have in common, the skeletons and the more fresh corpses, I guess, is they're all manacled to it. Manacles are clasped around their ankles and their wrists, and and the tension is pulled quite tight, so they're kind of spread eagled out there as well. Doesn't look very pleasant at all.
Is this along the bottom base of it, or is this even like some of the bodies like hung up higher on the wall?
Up on the wall. They said this thing is
Okay.
like 300 feet high. I think it's 300. It's really 300 feet high at all levels, not just the base, up and down.
As the last time we were at one of these things, it wasn't like so cool. Just a reminder of that. It was pretty nasty.
Visitors. Oh, what do we have here? My old eyes are not quite what they used to be. Come closer so I can see you.
I'm gonna insight that. I'm just trying to insight if the Naga's trying to get us into a trap to get sucked to the ziggurat, or if he actually wants to talk to us.
Both. Do it does want to talk to you, and you see it's draining its eyes. And just for reference sake, it was this point here that Chipper got sucked in. You would know that, Willow. So it seems safe here, not safe there.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. My old eyes aren't what they used to be. And she's speaking common, even though apparently it's not her native tongue. Come closer. Oh, yes, that's good. Closer still, please.
I think this is as close as we can muster.
Nephew's game, don't get too curious. Remember what happened to Chipper. Be careful, young one.
Yes, disappointing. Maybe just one more step. Allow my old eyes to see you. Please.
Oh, there's a free space in front of you. You can come probably 5 feet closer to us, and it'll net the same effect.
Oh, that would be delightful, but I am cursed to stay on this pillar with my eternal vigilance to watch the dead, to watch the dying. I've been here for some centuries, game. You're not quite sure what you're saying. Might be true, it might not be true. Now, nobody comes to the groaning pillar without at least a sense of morbid curiosity. What is it you seek of me, CVS?
You guys wanted to, we wanted to come, we wanted to come here for.
I just, Nephew's game was curious, that's all. Nephew's game.
Yeah, I think Game wanted to learn something. Maybe she knows about Zivi's something about other places, maybe.
Willow, if you remember, she did have a crystal ball and she claimed to be able to spy on people. I'm not saying we need to do that, but that is something she has.
Yeah, didn't we want to ask, maybe she can spy on somebody for us?
I think Skane's asking about connection to the Queen or recent visitors.
Oh, recent visitors. Well, yes, I've had several lately. And she scrambles up the side of it, seeming to be able to climb this almost vertical pillar, no problem. This is Darius. He was a farmer who wanted resolution to the question of what he could do about his crops. So he came seeking answers. He found none. And this is Atraxius, I think he called his name. He was just curious and wanted to throw himself upon the mercy of the Dark Angels for some type of favor. He found none. And she goes to describe 3 or 4 of the recent corpses.